Hello guys! Kajol was born on the 5th of August 1974 in Mumbai. Her mother Tanuja was a famous actress and her father Shomu Mukherjee was a film director and producer. Her younger sister Tanisha Mukherjee is also an actress. Her family belongs to the Mukherjee Samart family, one of the oldest families in Indian cinema. Her Aunt Nutan, grandmother Shobana Samath and great-grandmother Ratanbai are also prominent figures in the world of cinema. Kajol, who states that she was naughty, stubborn, and impulsive in her childhood, was raised by her grandmother. Her grandmother made great efforts to make her feel her mother's absence. The main reason why Kajol was raised by her grandmother Shobna Samart instead of her mother Tanuja during her childhood was that Tanuja was actively pursuing her film career at the time. Tanuja was one of India's popular actresses in the 70s and 80s and often worked on movie sets. The task of Kajol's day-to-day care and emotional development therefore fell largely to her grandmother Shobna Samart. Shobna Samart was also a former movie actress herself, but she was not actively working at the time, so she had more time for Kajol. In interviews, Kajol describes her bond with her grandmother as very special and deep. She often emphasizes that her grandmother played a big role in shaping her personality and that she gave her both love and discipline. At the age of 16, while still in high school, Kajol went to the film studio where her mother was shooting a movie. She loved the atmosphere there and auditioned for the movie Bekhudi, landing the lead role. Although she planned to return to school after filming during the 2-month summer vacation, she decided to continue acting and dropped out of school. Bekhudi was not a huge success at the box office, but Kajol's energy, spontaneity, and on-screen presence attracted attention. Critics said she was a natural friend of the camera in her first film. Kajol's real breakthrough came with the movie Bazigar, starring Shah Rukh Khan. The movie was a huge box office success, and Kajol's innocent but brave character was engraved in the hearts of the audience. The Shah Rukh-Kajol duo was born. Bazigar was one of the films that proved that female actors in Bollywood are not just crying beauties, but can also stand out with strong and impressive characters. But the movie that made Kajol known worldwide was Braveheart Takes the Bride. It is one of the most iconic movies in Indian cinema. The movie not only exploded at the box office, it became a cult classic. Kajol's character, Simran, became the voice of young women caught between traditional values and freedom. The film was released in theaters in India for more than 30 years. It is still shown every day in a theater in Mumbai. This film won Kajol the Filmfare Best Actress Award. Kajol met her husband, Ajay Devgn, on the set of the 1995 movie Gundaraj. Although she didn't like Ajay much at first, within 15 days they formed a bond and started to fall in love. When Ajay Devgn met Kajol, he was a tough guy in Bollywood, a serious actor known for his image who had established his own style. He was the polar opposite of Kajol's energetic and talkative nature. In the early 90s, Ajay stood out in action and drama roles. He was not seen as a romantic hero, but rather as a quiet, mysterious man who kept his feelings to himself. In interviews, Kajol talks about the first time she met Ajay Devgn. He was very quiet. I thought he was a bit arrogant, kept rolling his eyes. Then, as I got to know him, I realized that eye rolling was just part of his nature. Ajay was reserved and serious. He did not like to talk in social situations. Behind the camera, he was usually alone. He didn't like being part of group conversations. He preferred to stay away from the media and did not give tabloid interviews. On the contrary, Kajol was energetic, talkative, social, and outspoken. In other words, these two became close with the attraction of opposites, so to speak. In interviews, Kajol describes this period as follows. At first, I didn't like him at all. He was the type who didn't talk. But within 15 days, I fell in love with him. Ajay was an actor who appealed to audiences in more masculine, tough, and mature roles, quite different from the romantic boy images of Amir Khan and Salman Khan. Ajay Devgn didn't like drawing attention, even in his relationships. He was with Kajol for a long time, but they didn't announce it to anyone. The magazine world was saying about them, they don't suit each other at all. But they turned a deaf ear to all the criticism and got married in a simple ceremony in 1999. In 2003, their daughter was born, and in 2010, their son was born. Kajol has always been very close to Shahrukh. Shahrukh has always been kind to women, and Ajay is a very rude wooden man. Many times, the camera has caught Ajay misbehaving with Kajol. For this reason, Kajol's fans have never looked at this marriage in a good light. The worst thing is that Kajol's children are just like Ajay. Especially Kajol's daughter is an incredibly rude, sullen girl. The worst part is that Kajol has been cheated on many times in this marriage. Shortly after Kajol's marriage to Ajay Devgn, rumors emerged that Ajay was getting close to Karisma Kapoor. The source of these allegations was the intimate scenes in the movies Ajay and Karisma starred in together and their close on-set behavior. Ajay always denied these allegations, but these rumors had upset Kajol. Kajol did not make a direct statement to the press at that time, but she allegedly told her entourage, "I trust my marriage. This was a little fling." Kajol managed this process with silence and maturity. But this infidelity was not the first. Ajay Devgn was in love with Kangana Ranaut for a full year from 2010 to 2011. This was the most talked about incident. In 2010, Ajay and Kangana met in a movie in which they starred. In the first week, they started spending time alone in their trailer and were seen by the shooting crew cuddling. Rumors soon spread. It was revealed that Ajay Devgn started seeing Kangana off the set, buying her gifts and talking to her on the phone. Ajay started sneaking in and out of Kangana's house. Kajol remained silent again, but she was not seen with Ajay much. Ajay Devgn, on the other hand, did not speak openly about this in any of his interviews. "My wife trusts me, this is nonsense," he said. Kajol announced that she was pregnant in 2011. Psychologically, she looked very bad. She didn't have her old cheerfulness and was trying to force a smile. But after a while, she had a miscarriage. That was the last straw for her. Kajol was said to have told Ajay, "It's either me or her." Kajol later described this period as the most difficult moment of her life. "For the first time in my life, I felt out of control." In some interviews, Kajol has confessed that Ajay was cold and distant and that they hardly spoke anymore. They also lost interest in each other on social media. Some of Kajol's remarks about Ajay, in which she said, "I don't think he understands me," came to the fore. There were rumors that Ajay still exhibited flirtatious behavior, that he was too close with some young female actors on the sets. But after this miscarriage incident, Ajay had to end his relationship with Kangana because he had received great reactions from both his family and friends, and Kajol had been restrained. After this relationship, Kangana was officially excommunicated. Many famous names took a stand against her because Kajol has always been a very popular person in the Bollywood world. After these events, people did not want to have a relationship with Kangana and showed their support for Kajol. But Ajay was always a daredevil, always on the prowl, never wise. In 2022, there were rumors that Ajay was in a relationship with actor Rakul Preet Singh. These allegations were also raised based on photos and interactions shared on social media. Ajay denied it as usual. Kajol, on the other hand, decided to continue her marriage only officially and in front of the camera. She said that she did this only for her children. They started to be talked about. They were no longer husband and wife, but two parents who lived together for their children. But Kajol's problem was not only with her husband but also with her daughter. Kajol and Ajay's daughter often argued with the paparazzi, didn't listen to Kajol, and was very disrespectful to Kajol even in front of the camera. On social media, people commented, "Naisa is nothing like her mother. She's very cocky and reckless, just like her father." Kajol has always been one of the most beloved actresses in Bollywood. She never succumbed to the beauty norms imposed by the mainstream. She never thinned her eyebrows, for example, which was a bold stance at the time. and always stood out for her naturalness. Kajol had the worst marriage in Bollywood. She had to go through a lot of hardship and sadness because of Ajay. Divorce in India is still frowned upon by society, so divorce was never an easy option for Kajol. Her fans gave Kajol what Ajay didn't give her. She's the natural beauty queen of Bollywood. What would you do to such a husband? Let's meet in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.